Hey tribe, how y'all doing? Melanated Magic here with another banger for you. Your spiritual thug, trusting heavenly universal guidance. Today, I would like to talk to y'all about gratitude. What is gratitude? Gratitude is giving thanks for all the good things you have in your life. There are a lot of people that are very blessed and all they focus on is the negativity going on around them, where they cannot be grateful for the good things that they have. And one thing that I learned through my manifestation journey was how important gratitude is. And sometimes I have people come in like, oh, you work so much. I'm like, I jokingly tell them, oh, it keeps me out of trouble. It keeps my mouth shut, and we start laughing, And I'm like, no, I'm grateful. I'm glad I get to be there for my community. I love what I do. I turn it into a positive because people are so negative. Like they just automatically think of the negative things. So when I started living a life of gratitude, my life started changing for the better. And, everything is a work because it's not going to happen overnight. You have to put in the work. If you desire true change, that change is not going to happen overnight. You have to be consistent, you have to desire it, and you have to be called. Because the scripture says that no man can come to the Father unless he is called. Meaning, if you're not called, it's because your heart is not seeking him. Because if you're seeking the Most High is going to draw close to you. But first, the Most High desires to see how much you desire to have a relationship with the spiritual realm, with the divine, and not just focus all your life in this temporary realm that we live in. So as I started giving gratitude towards everything, and things started improving because of my mindset. See, that's how the change starts. It's by you working on changing you and desiring it and searching it out. So the scripture says to study to show yourself approved. It's not telling you to study the Bible. It's telling you to study, because the more you learn, the more knowledgeable you become, and no one can take that away from you, because you become empowered, because you begin to understand who you really are in here, inside of you, right? I have to make sure you can see my hand. So let's think of some things that you would be grateful for. Like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, thank you for another day. I'm so grateful that I get to live another day because I didn't have to wake up. I'm so grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm so grateful I get food on my table every day. I'm so grateful that I enjoy the work that I do. I'm so grateful for my business. I'm so grateful for my children. I'm so grateful for my grandchild. I'm so grateful for my marriage. I'm so grateful for everything. I'm grateful for my cat. I'm grateful for the sad moments, because those are lessons that I have to endure in this world, and to teach me where I'm at. Because if I keep falling apart every time, I know that I'm not where I need to be. But when I put things in check respectfully, meaning in its respective place, because that situation is calling for it, it doesn't mean that I don't live a life of gratitude, because you have to be grateful for everything you're given, because you could be in a worse situation. And if you're in a bad situation, know that this too is going to come to pass, but you have to play your part. No, you're waiting for somebody to come and rescue. Like I know people that have become wealthy quickly, and they have acquired all these material things, and yet they're still so unhappy on the inside, because until you understand who you are, whose you are, and what your purpose is for being here, a lot of people are trying to live somebody else's life because they see somebody else doing it, so they feel like they could do it too, when they don't understand that was that person's calling, that was their gift, that was their purpose. So if we stop looking at what other people are doing, don't compare yourself, because they might be ahead of you, but they might have been going at it way longer than you have. You can't just start doing good things and expect things to change. And when you realize that you keep going at it but nothing is changing, there's a lesson in that. It's teaching you patience. It's teaching you wisdom. It's teaching you, because this is what I was telling somebody. People pay attention to the wrong things. For example, my video. You're probably looking at my background and be like, oh, she doesn't have the right background. Oh, I don't like her thumbnails. They're looking at everything. Oh, look at her hair. Oh, instead of being like, let me listen to what they're saying. Like when I watch a video, they don't have to ask me to like it. I'm going to watch it all the way and see what they have to say, because I might miss something if I just jump off. But people don't know how to concentrate long enough to stay on one thing. And that was one of my problems, and I still struggle with that. But I've learned how to focus my attention on one thing at a time. So I tell people, I listen to the message. Disregard everything else and listen with your spiritual ears and watch with your spiritual eyes. Like some people be like, oh, I knew that's who they were. That person was this, that. No, like me, for example, I have a lot of people that can't stand me because I stand up for myself and I defend myself, not aggressively, but very factually. And they don't like it because they don't like my confidence. So some people think I come off arrogant because I'm confident. There's a difference. I don't put other people down. I don't look down on anybody, and I don't look up to anybody. I look at everybody as my equal until you show me that you're a kind person or an asshole. And I'm going to then flow accordingly and reciprocate, because I'm not going to have you crapping all over me thinking I'm going to give you honor and you're dishonoring me. I'll give you an example. I had three women that came in to be seen. And the first woman came in and told me how the other two women were talking about me. They don't know me, but they're talking about me. So I started talking out loud where they could hear me. And I put that in another video. I'm not going to reiterate because I always say that so that people can hear what I have to say. So when they come in to see me, they'll hear what I said. And then if you have something to say to me, you could say it to me. If you didn't say it to me, as far as I'm concerned, you never said it. But I am going to reciprocate the energy because you're fake. Because if you're real, I'm not going to treat you that way. And you could go dark mode and light mode depending on the situation. I'm everything and nothing. I'm good and I'm not good sometimes. It depends on the situation. And I'm going to tell you when you know you're a kind person, because children are drawn to you and animals are drawn to you. And there are evil animals and evil children too, because yes, children have dark spirits too, and I see them all the time, and the parents are unaware. And a lot of times it's the parents that are planting it in their children because of the way they're raising them and the things they're teaching them and letting them get away with, and they don't correct them. They don't correct the behavior. They don't, they just let them do whatever they want because they're cute or whatever. And you can't do that. You're damaging that child. So you have to teach your children so that they know how to treat other people like the human beings that we all are, right? Because we're all human beings. We're not different races. I hate those questions when they ask what race you are. I'm a human being. Now, if you're asking me what nationality I am or what my culture is, now you're asking me a question I can answer. But you're asking me my race. Aren't you noticing I'm a human being? See, those are the type of silly things that people do and that I think about. And I'm like, we need to change how we talk, how we think, how we treat people. And so I have had a few people giving me the thumbs down, but I say, you know what, I'm still grateful because they still watched the video. I'm grateful that those two women came in because I still saw them, treated them with professionalism. The other one didn't get seen because she had no appointment. So I'm not going to see if you don't have an appointment. But see, that was her karma because they were talking trash about me out there. So I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to treat everybody meanly just because these two witches were whatever. I don't even call them witches because I know good witches and they're very kind. So you know what I mean. I don't want to call people out their name. Not today, not in this video. So if you live a life of gratitude, you're not going to sit there focusing on all that petty stuff, looking down on people, judging people by how they're dressed and all that stuff. What the hell do you care? It's not you wearing, it's not you rocking it. Why are you so busybodied and concerned about what other people are doing instead of stopping to count your blessings and what you should be grateful for? Does that make sense? You understand that, what I just said? So if you stop to look around, you notice that you have a lot to be grateful for. Thank you for my vehicle. Thank you that I can get on the bus. Thank you that I have 2 legs. Thank you that I can walk. Thank you that I can talk. Thank you that I have all my faculties. Thank you that I woke up with a sound mind. Thank you that I know how to talk to people. Thank you that I know how to carry myself. Thank you that I have friends who genuinely love me. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the day. Thank you for the trees. Thank you for the bugs, because even the bugs have their part to play in this ecology. And we smash them like they're nothing, but everything plays a part in this world. We're all connected. And the moment you hate one person, You don't love a part of yourself because we are all one. And that's the first law. The first universal law is the law of oneness. Research and study that. I desire to do a video on the 12 spiritual laws because there's many laws, but those are the 12 main ones they mostly talk about. The law of vibration, the law, because everybody knows about the law of manifestation. That's the third law, actually. So how you want to skip to the third law, you haven't even mastered the first law, right? Stop trying to manifest everything quickly overnight. I read that in a book earlier today, because people want to become rich overnight. They desire to become an overnight success, but they don't stop to think about everything, because the people are like, oh, I want to be rich. But do you stop to think about the things that are going to come with that wealth? Maybe your children will stop desiring to evolve more within themselves because they have everything and they have nothing to look forward to working for. And so you can make them lazy because they're riding off of you and your wealth. Or maybe you had a good marriage and now your marriage is falling apart because maybe you travel a lot, or maybe you just on each other's face all the time. And it's different things. It's things that we need to think about. The hateration, relatives that suddenly come out of nowhere and suddenly everybody loves you. You know, you have to think about all of that, and to think that maybe you're going to be wealthy and alone, right? Because you get tired of being used, and next thing you know, you're going to be broke, right? Like people that win the lottery, they have never had financial skills. They just go and spend everything. You know, even when they get a financial advisor who puts them on a budget, they go and try to override their budget, and next thing you know, they're flat broke. And so, but if you take things baby steps and are grateful through every step of your journey, and learn to understand why you're going through that journey, then you start to become more aware or awake, right? The more you wake up, because it's levels. There's levels to faith, there's level to awareness. So then you become more blissful or peaceful because now you're seeing things with your eye. Like I said in that video about the third eye being woke. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you go and take a look at that video. My videos are not long, okay? So hopefully you got something out of this. Stop and think what you're grateful for. How small or how great it might be, because everything is not really small. Everything matters. You know, when they say it's the little things that count, because they're not little. If they were little, they wouldn't matter so much. Everything matters. So stop and count your blessings, what you're grateful for right now, and start giving thanks often for those things, and you will see how people will start acting different. You know, the more you change yourself, people around you will start to automatically change because of the way you understand yourself, right? And so then it doesn't matter what anybody has to say about you, because you know who you are. Don't let anybody define you. You become your own star player, like Cat Williams says. I really loved when he said that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to help me get these videos more out there. Please hit the like button and the notification bell so you could catch my videos every time I load. I love you all very much. Hope you enjoyed the gem. It's your spiritual thug checking out. Melanated Magic. Peace.